Andrea, Autumn, Tình Hỏi, not here. Rachel, Daniel, Esther, Eva, Gabriel, Posey, Jason, Kiki, Lei, Leo, Malone, Natalie, Olivia, Paris, Priscilla, Roland, Shelley, Silence, Wendy, Amelia, Mitsuki, Savia, Sana, Ilya, Iliana, and Bianca. Before everything start, I need to remind you something. Let me use Chinese to say so. 我知道你们打算要去跟学校讲，不讲了啊。OK， 但是我要跟你们讲，有一些同学呢的怎么说学习态度，我跟你讲，无论学校怎么改，你们都不会过。我不是针对所有人哦，某些同学，为什么我这样说？我看了你们的 draft， 我不会 expect 你们第一轮教就教到非常好完美，但是至少你要听懂我要你们教什么。其实这个 group project 所有内容都可以在网上找得到。但是我问为什么有一些组有一些同学他们教的东西呢，就完全不是我要的东西，或者随便在网上乱抓的一些东西。如果你们这些态度不知道要做什么，英文不好我可以理解，你们下课来问我，我可以用中文讲。如果你们不懂又不问的话呢，无论学校怎么改，我都不会让你过。就这样。For example, you know, the first draft, you need to submit a history and also the development of your park. Then, I think some groups, of course, there's no group fulfill all of the requirements to do perfect in this draft. Never mind, because it's draft only. But some groups, some of you do very good in specific sections. For example, Daniel, Jason, your group do very good for in the timeline. The timeline should be like this, okay, in table form, not in paragraph, or you can make it into a graph, a timeline, 时间轴, okay. But I think table would be the most clear, the clearest. At the same time, their group does not only provide the list, okay, not only give me the year that what is happening in this year, but at the same time they divide into several periods. Okay, very clear. 不要沾沾自喜哦。Yeah, the period very clear and also details. Okay, so I think this format all of you should reference to. At the same time, they provide figure one, the description and also the reference. Okay, so it should be like this for section 1, and then for section 2. The map and also the location, they provide very detailed location from Taiwan map, the province map, at the same time the internal map. What I want you to do is very clear from a macro 宏觀嘅宏觀 to micro 微觀微觀. Okay, yes. So that's mean by layer to layer. Okay, zoom in or zoom out, it doesn't matter, but you need to provide the map like this. But there is also one point I want your group to improve, is that give me some description. Okay, not only tell me this is the map. So what you can find from the map, especially for the internal map. Okay, for example, how many workshops is here, how many factories here, give me the percentage. It would be perfect afterwards. Okay, and then for, I think this is ESTA, your group. They provide very good description in the for the map. So other groups you can reference to ESTA, and I think it can be in table. Okay, and then they use the map very clearly. Of course, I know the map already define A, B, C, D, E, but they provide a description for each building. Okay, I know sometimes some of the park, they do not have such detailed description, but you can calculate the percentage, how many of them they were factory, how many of them they are now performance based, etc. Give me as details as possible. So others can also reference to as a group for the map description. And then last one, I think this is Eva, your group, right? I think for the inventory, Eva's group do the best because they follow my instruction. Inventory, okay, always remember, inventory needs to be in table. Table, you know what is table, not this table. 表格, okay, I'm afraid some of you don't know. They include the name of the of the company or business in the park. Year of establishment. Remember, I'm asking you for the year of their company's establishment. Some of your group tell me the year that the place established, 1918, whatever. Remember, I'm asking for the year of establishment of the business. And then industry, okay, which industry they belongs to according to the to Taiwan's definitions. Products, give me some description on their products or on their company. Keep it short, okay, keep it short. And if you can, give me the photos here, okay. So I think Eva, your group did do very good here for the inventory, very clear and also systematic data here. At the same time, reference. Some groups or some of you also provide reference to me at the end. This is also important for reference. As always, don't just give me a link. Some of you just paste Google link for me, Baidu link for me. Don't use this kind of reference. You need to write in proper reference. I think after one semester, you should know what is a reference. Then if you don't know, ask your English teacher. They will teach you. So yes, you need to provide reference for me. So I think these three groups, you all some each of you contain your own advantage. And why I need to share to you here, because this is a really easy group project. I don't need you, because you know, last year for this course, you need to do interview for 2 business in Macau. But I think it's too heavy for you. So this semester, I change it into desktop research. You can find all of the information online and you just compile them and make it systematic. That's all. So I think as far as I think this is an easy assignment, I hope you can get a high grade. So of course, I know GPA to you, some of you is very important, but if you don't put any effort on the assignment or on the effort, you can't get any grades. Understand? So I don't mind to give A here. Again, last semester in my elective, one of my elective course, 7 or 8 of them get A. No one failed in my course, but at least you need to show me your effort, how many time you put here. So just like Gabriel and also Eve and those 3 group, I think they at least get a B+ here for the first drop if they submit B+. Yes. Okay. Yeah, I think if you improve according to my comments, you can get a range. It doesn't matter. To be honest, marks and also grade to me is free. 我不用花钱 ，OK， 我给你100分，我不用给100块。So it doesn't matter for me to give you high score, but you need to show me the efforts. Understand? So if you have any questions, if you are not clear about my instruction, ask me after class. Because like Gabriel, he asked me after class last week, so he know my instruction. I can tell you in Chinese. I know some of you are not good in English, but at least you need to tell me you are not understand. Okay, so take this opportunity to get high grade for your for this course. Understand? At the same time, I know there is some crash between your course for the VR practicum. I know there is some crash between the practicum and also the class. Is it Shao? The class, yeah, I have discussed with Shao already, and he agrees to rearrange the course. So I will let you know what is the arrangement. I think next week, yeah, I will let you know. But Shao, he is going to rearrange the course, so you can participate in the practicum on the original day mentioned in the Google form. So no worry about this. I will settle it down. Okay. So any questions for the group project and also for the practicum? I know I always ask you any questions, then you have no questions, but you can write it down first and ask me after class. I won't bite. Okay. So Last lecture, we have finished all of the content about value chain. I hope you still remember what is value chain. At least contain the step of creation, production, and also distribution. The value chain is not only applicable to creative industry, but at the same time, it's also applicable to other industry like farming, like any retails, etc. It can be applied in a wide range. So starting from today, we are starting another section, which is about management of cultural and creative industry. How can we manage them? So the first lecture in this section, I'm going to talk about entrepreneurship, 创业, 创业, okay, in culture and creative industry. I know all of you are very rich, and many of you after graduation, you may not want to join a company and become a staff with a lot of bosses in a company. Some of you, you want to establish your own company. So how can you establish a company at the same time? What is considerations, especially in culture and creative industry, that I'm going to tell you today. So this is the content of today. And first section, of course, entrepreneurship. This is a new term to you in English. So I need to give you the definitions and also how does it affect our culture. So again, you don't want to be a staff in a company working from 9 to 5 after you graduate from IFTM. So you want to be a boss, but how can you be a boss? So what is entrepreneurship? Entrepreneurship in culture and creative industry relates to the company that influence the culture. Okay, you are using culture as your media, as your content to create a company. The main focus of your company is culture. So there is a video.
The bulk of the industry is a lot of small and medium-sized businesses. You have to know who the buyers are, who the sellers are. You have to know what shows are making strides with audiences, what shows have failed, same on the film side, what's working, what's not. I think I didn't realize how intimate the business was and how hard you have to hustle as an entrepreneur. You don't think of a TV producer as an entrepreneur, but really in Canada, we are an industry of entrepreneurs.
Okay. So she explained, if you are an entrepreneur, then first of all, if you are staff, okay, like if you are a staff working in a company, then you may only take care about one step in a company, right? For example, if you are working in the production team, then you are taking care only for the production process. But once you are an entrepreneur or a boss, then you need to take care of all of the aspects from creation, production, and also the distribution. That's why you are the boss in the future. You need to know all steps of your company. For example, she has mentioned if you are working in a publication company, then you may need to learn about how to connect with author, how to write a books, how to do the editing, how to do the printing, and also how to sell your book. That means if you are the boss in the future, take care of all the steps you know. You need to equip with the knowledge that cover all of the steps in the value chain. So, however, the values of creative and cultural products is socially constructed. If you still remember, the value of the products, okay, is created by designer or entrepreneur, okay, 创业家, 创业家. Remember the example of bikini, right? Originally, the people think that bikini, you can imagine maybe 100 years ago, people think bikini was weird and lewd, etc. Have a negative impact of the bikini. But once, if you are the entrepreneur or if you are the designer, you will try to make the market change the mind in the market. For example, you will tell the audience, they are beautiful, they are slim. Okay, the entrepreneur or the designer will try to change the idea from the audience. For example, keep telling the audience they are fashion, they are beautiful, they are slim. So, So the idea of the audience may change afterwards. And then they will change the idea to beautiful or to slim. And finally, everyone is following the beginning and it becomes a style today. So what you need to do if you are the boss or if you are the entrepreneur, that means you need to change the idea of the creative products. Because some of the creative products may not be acceptable at the beginning. It needs your opinion, it needs your power to change the mindset of the audience, okay? So what is the logic of change here? From weird to beautiful and also from loose to slim. What is the logic here? What happens in between? Why people think the beginning are weird and loose? Why? At the beginning? Because people are not familiar and also absence of norm and conventions. 同佢哋嘅傳統有對抗，跟他們的傳統有對抗。At the same time, they are not familiar, 唔熟悉，不熟悉 that products. Okay. At the beginning, every creative product is like this, because people are not familiar with the products. They have no their traditions and conventions are does not fit to that product. So they may have the negative impacts, weird or lead to beginning. And then after the entrepreneurs or the designer influence to create demand, they change the mindset of the audience, then the demand increase because everybody afterwards they think, bikini is really beautiful, it's really sexy. So a lot of people goes to wear bikini. So the demand 需求 increase, and by educating, cultivating customers' taste. Okay, so this is the task an entrepreneur and also the boss need to do, is to educate and cultivate consumer taste. Okay, make everyone have a positive image or meanings to your products. So how can they change the culture? For designer or for the entrepreneurs, they will present a new norms and new value to change the perception and accepted convention. At the same time, they are going to change in cultural norms through the introduction of new products. And again, the example is that, the entrepreneurs tell them, you can imagine in Qing Dynasty, okay? They educate the public to change their norm, the tradition, change something, okay? What to change? They think that they need to create the demands for new products. For example, they tell Cixi to make up. Makeup is very fashion. Okay, you can imagine 100 years ago nobody do makeup and do professional makeup. Okay, so they will spread the message. Okay, change the mindset that makeup is very popular and very trendy fashion. Okay, they give the idea to the market, and then the market may be changed according to their promotion, right? So at the end, Cixi go to do makeup. So when new products arrive, everyone accepts the new trend. Understand? So that means you need to do the education, you need to do the promotion before the products arrive, and make everyone ready to the products. For example, plastic surgery, 整容, 整容. 20 years ago, if you ask your parents, I want to do plastic surgery, then the parents, for example, 我要割双眼皮, then your parents may prohibit you. Stop, it's very dangerous. It is ugly when you do plastic surgery 20 years ago. But today, I think you tell your parents, 我要去割双眼皮, then your parents will say, you just go, come back to eat dinner tonight, right? So this is also the changes in the society, because not only entrepreneurs, groups of people may try to change your mindset from negative to positive. And then when the products comes here, everyone is ready. Everyone is acceptable to the new products. Okay, so the result is that it doesn't only change the mindset, but at the same time change the culture, okay, and change the norm of society. Understand? So why entrepreneurship is important in culture and creative industry? Why it is important? Why we need to create our own business? Because we are hungry. We need to earn money, right? We create a lot of new product, but when we cannot sell it in real, we will die without any food. So that's why, because we are hungry, we need to earn our income, our capital. So that's why we need to operate and become an entrepreneurship in a society. So entrepreneurship does mean how artists can live off their talent, have more power according to their talents. For example, an artist starting up a firm as a means to achieving autonomy and securing income. Easy to understand, because the artists, when they have very good talent, when they have very good products, they still need to sell it. So they try to establish a firm, or we can mean company, to secure their income and autonomy, 自主性, 自主性. To be honest, some of the artists, they can work in a company. For example, if you're a designer, some of the designer will work in an advertisement company, 广告公司, 广告公司. Okay, they can still do design, right? But why they need to establish their own studio? Because they want to have autonomy, 自主性, 自主性. We have a lot of method to secure our income. Like if you work in an advertisement company, the designer can also sustain their income, but they have no autonomy. So that's why entrepreneurship can provide two things to the artists. The first one, autonomy. Second, securing the income. Two main reasons. However, you know, a lot of business, they close suddenly, maybe even shorter than 1 year. I can see the data here. More than 50% of all US startups fail after just 5 years of business. 50% of the new startup business closed in 5 years. 有一半的公司会在5年之内倒闭. Okay, and 70% will end in after 10 years. 70%的公司会在10年内倒闭. So how many percent of business they survive? 30%, only 30%. So what is the reasons that catalyze such a phenomenon? No market needs, because you didn't do any marketing research and you establish your company. Ran out of cash, no money, nobody, yeah. And then not in the right team, the team is disaster because a lot of features in the company maybe. And then our competitor, price, cost issue, poor products maybe. So that's why they are not well prepared and they open their company, so make the result like this. So you can see from the data, it's not easy to become an entrepreneurship in the society. Why it is not easy? Because if you are operating through individual business model, that means one person company, 一人公司, 一人公司. It very depends on your personality, talents, brand to the artist, etc., and difficult to sustain beyond the founder's lifetime. To be honest, I know all of you are talent, right? All of you are rich, but the talent of one person is limited. If you rely heavily on your own talent, on your own skills, on your own resources, then it is very difficult to sustain beyond the founder's lifetime. Okay, 一人之力咧係好難成功嘅，一人之力是很難成功的。Sorry? Okay, because everyone is limited, of course. And then at the same time, to pursue profits through their ventures, how to solve the ventures is to have co-own business, 共同拥有, 共同拥有. So they can share their pressures together. Okay, at least if you are bankrupt, 破产, we can share the bill together, right? And then sometimes these kind of virtues relates to entrepreneurial capabilities. At the same time, prevent technological change. A lot of reasons affects your business. like the entrepreneurial capabilities and also profound technological changes, your capabilities, 能力. At the same time, the changes in the society, right? Maybe 10 years later, the society does not need your products anymore. Like, do you heard MSN before? Do you know what is MSN? You don't know? Oh, because it was a very popular communication software like QQ. You know QQ? Okay. When I was more in primary school to my secondary school, in 10 years, okay, MSN, like in a communication software, which was going through a very huge curve. Okay, I remember it was in 2005. Okay, from a few people going in, and then to 2008, and at the end 2013. Less than 10 years, MSN is the third one in the 20%. This software from the bottom to the top, and the data is goes down and finally back in less than 10 years. Okay, so it doesn't mean that they perform very fast in the software, but at the same time, why it collapsed in 2013? Because iPhone and also smartphone appear at that time, and at the same time, everyone is using WhatsApp, WeChat, or Fiverr, Facebook Messenger, etc. So MSN software becomes useless because of technological changes. You don't know what is MSN? Because last year when I asked the student, some of them they still know, but this year is some okay, the generation gap. So how can you success then? You need to put more technology investment, better management of cash flow, more use of mobile devices. I think this is very, very important today. And then technology investment, better management, cash, again, blah, 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 the same thing. Okay, this is how you can success for your business if you want to be a boss in the future. So after knowing what is entrepreneurship, and also what are the opportunity and threats of entrepreneurship, then how about the elements in a company? So again, why you want to be a boss? Because if you are working in a company, you are lots of bitches here, and then listen to your boss working on very busily, working on lots of things that you don't want. Okay, this truth as a staff here. So you cannot control everything in your job, although sometimes you like your job sometimes, but there always something you cannot control and you don't like it. However, if you are entrepreneurship, or if you are the boss, you can work everything you want at the same time. Of course, you can ensure your own can go clubbing on Friday night. Okay, so this is I think these are the reasons that why people going to do entrepreneur in recent years. In words, okay, maybe some of the artists, they have very high passion, right? They have passion in the field, so they want to enjoy the freedom of expression, freedom of creation. They want to do whatever they want. So this is the passion. Why they want to be an entrepreneur? Because of passion. At the same time, they enjoy the finance and power. Okay, like the financial gain, they don't want to share the money to their boss. Okay, they want to gain the money all on themselves. And then they want to enjoy the power and also the fame, because you can imagine if you are the boss, you have staffs, then you can have the power. So these are for passion, finance, and also power. These are the main reasons, or we can call motivations, 动力, okay, for establishing a venture or a company. Very important, passion, finance, and also power. At the same time, here comes some further explanation. Why they want to establish a business? Because they want to innovate without any restriction. Because if you are working in a company, your boss will tell you, don't do this, don't do this. I want to change the font size here. I want to change the color here. So a lot of bitches. So they want to innovate or create everything with no restriction, do everything they want. At the same time, greater profit, because if you are working in a company, you need to share your income with the manager. For example, you finish a project with 10,000, then maybe 5,000 goes to your boss. Okay, so if you are the boss or if you are the entrepreneur, then you don't need to share the profit with others. You can gain all of the profit on your own. And then social gain. I think some of you, especially boys, if you in the future, if you are meeting your girlfriend's parents and you tell them, I operate my own business and I'm the boss of the business, then their parents will blink, okay, think that, oh, you are really talented, you are a boss, you are not a staff listening to the bitches. So the social gain is also important. Yeah, the prestige to you. Okay. And then after knowing the reasons why people want to become a boss, and then we need to answer the question of what nature and range of opportunity pursue. What does it mean? If you are working in your own company, then there are some opportunities to you. What kind of opportunity? What you can do in the future? The first one we call it artistic opportunity. 藝術嘅可能性，藝術的可能性。For example, open up a new avenues for artistic expression can make you have highest priority for creative entrepreneurs. That means you can create what you want. Okay, easy to understand. Introduction for techniques and concept. Maybe you have the techniques that's very new, and the current company in Macau cannot accept such new techniques. Then you can establish your company and use your new techniques or new style. Understand? For example, especially fashion design. You know, fashion design, lots of fashions, they are too fashion. You know, too fashion. And if you submit your design to a company, they may reject your design because they are not welcome in the market, they think. So if you organize your own company, then you can introduce the techniques and concept in your mind. Okay. And lastly, creation of new genres and style. Again, just like the case of bikini. You can imagine 100 years ago, if the designer submit the proposal of making bikini to the factory say, you're crazy, nobody is going to wear it. But if you own your own business, then you can create your own genre and style. You can do the promotion on your own. Okay, so this is the artistic opportunity. Second, business opportunity. If you create your own business, you can also create your own products. Okay, and also some novel activities, 新形式嘅活動，新形式的活動。For example, you can have some creative marketing strategies. You can have some creative ideas for your products, which can guarantee the resources. Okay, and then accumulations of reputation and expertise. 名譽同埋經驗上嘅累積，名譽跟經驗上的累積。For example, brand recognitions, you can develop your own brand. If you are working in a company, how many things you do? The recognitions go to the company, but not you, because you are not the owner of the company, right? For example, you are working in a factory and you are the designer. You provide very good design, very famous in the industry, but nobody will remember who is the designer. They will only remember the company's name. But if you operate your own business, then the brand recognition will go to you. Okay. And then translate the experience into concept and products. You can use your experience to create the products and also some concept that are affordable in a wide range of customers. Okay, so these are the benefits, or we can call opportunity in the business aspect. And lastly, social opportunity. Social opportunity means you can see expansion of markets, and it can also use the artist's reputation. I mean social capital. Do you still remember what is social capital? Like connections. Okay, draws on artist reputation and also skill, expansion of employment of the products markets. Because when you operate your own company, you need to discuss and also propose your products to other marketer or to others retailers. Okay, you need to have a lot of meeting with others, and through this kind of meeting, you can build up the artist's reputation, right? Your connection, you can build up your connections. At the same time, if you're the designer, okay, you can design the clothes, but you sometimes you cannot make the clothes in a huge amount. So what you need to do, contact the factory, right? And through this kind of actions, you may broaden your connection and social network. And then at the same time, support and realize important social causes in the society. So you need to have a very close connection to the society. You need to know what is happening in the society and change your design. Okay, so this is about social opportunity. And then remember, for if you are the entrepreneurs in the future, everything based on your previous knowledge, alternates, and also replication. Everything, okay, based on these three things. At the same time, time and location bound. When there is some changes on time or location, then it change. Everything change. You need to know what is happening at this moment, at this place. Okay, so you keep changing your mind. Okay, and artist time and attention. Okay, this is also important. Be a active entrepreneurs. What do we mean by active entrepreneurs? Is that you actively learn about others or learn about other knowledge. OK, actively 主动地 ，OK， 主動地去學，主動地去學 ，or to recognize 去察覺，去察覺 everything happens around you. OK, like the time, like the location. OK, and one of the example is fashion. You need to know what is happening in the world and also in Macau, and try to get the sense from others and create your own products. So actively learn from others. Okay, and then last questions in this section, who? So when you are organizing a company, then you need to work with a lot of person. You are not only operate all of the things on your own. So who you are going to work with? The first one, partner. Again, partner can broaden your social networks. At the same time, it can reach more audience. Okay, reach more audience. And then selected on the basis of status and complementary competencies and approaches with preference given to repeated relationships. That means your partners can give you extra competencies, 能力. For example, you are very good at design, but you are not able to do marketing. So your partner sometimes can help you to solve the competencies issues. 能力上嘅問題，能力上的問題. So that's why we need a partner and not supposed to be one person company. Understand? If you're good at design, you need to find a partner who is good at marketing to sell your products. Oppositely, if you are good at marketing, you are good at public speaking, then you need to find a partner who is good at design, right? Second, consumers. This is very important. No matter which business you are organizing, you will face consumers. Every consumers in the world is like searching for new experience today, finding some new stock, new products, new surveys, and also new experience. So you need to know different types of customers may have different needs and different economic availabilities. Different needs, you know, but what is different economic availabilities? For example, different ages, they may have different income. How much you want to spend on your clothing, how much you want to spend on your food, etc. So the economic availabilities. At the same time, their needs and wants are rarely taken into account when creative products are created. Sometimes you do not know your creative products, how much does your products worth? 有時你唔知你個 product 應該賣幾錢嘅。OK， 有時候你不知道你的 product 應該賣多少錢。So at the beginning, you may need to adjust the price of your products frequently. Okay, for example, if you think that the product is selling at a too high price, then you need to decrease the amount. Okay, oppositely, sometimes you think we can sell it in a higher price, then you can adjust the price again. Okay. Number 3, critiques. 評論者. You can see the quotes here. For critiques, they may be your enemy, but also catalyzer. Sometimes they will beat you. They say some bad words to your products, but at the same time, sometimes they can boost yourself because you know, I don't know whether you know a sushi store in Hong Kong called 名將. Leo, do you know 名將? Okay, 名將壽司. If you have a search, you can have a look on the history. The sushi was very popular, okay, because a lot of magazines say that the sushi in this restaurant is disaster. They are selling red bean sushi, 紅豆軍艦, 紅豆軍艦. You know what is 軍艦? 係攞紫菜包住側邊，上面擺一劈紅豆喺度咁樣。Okay, yes. And then they have fruit salad sushi. They have a lot of weird sushi. Okay. Then a lot of critics. Okay. On magazine says that this sushi bar is disaster, rubbish, blah, 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 blah. A lot of critics here. But afterwards, it becomes very popular. Why? People want to try how disaster it is. So, you know, after the critics release, okay, on the magazines, you need to queue up for the restaurant. 你要排队 for that sushi bar. I'm one of them. I want to try how disaster it is. So remember, critics, sometimes the bad words, they may be your enemy, of course, but at the same time, it can help you sometime. This is an example in Hong Kong. So the critics, they are trying to educate the audience by review and publicity, okay? And then help consumer understand and admire the techniques and theoretical knowledge in the, according to the critiques.
Do you have a philosophy of why you think film criticism is important?
Well, film criticism is important because films are important. If films are not important, the criticism wouldn't matter so much.
That statement might sound a little pretentious, but trust me, it is not. Films are important. It is the biggest of the mass arts. It is the most powerful medium to express ideas. Political leaders have been using it as a tool for propaganda. It can inspire the way people react to real-life situations. And at the same time, real-life situations are portrayed to sensitize people towards various socio-political issues. So films are important. And so is film criticism. I understand most people watch or read film reviews only to decide whether to watch that film in a theater or not. And as a critic, it is their job to make that decision easier for the audience. But that's just a part of the job. There's a vast array of responsibility a film critic has towards both the audience and the art of cinema itself. Unfortunately, since the democratization of the internet, mediocre film criticism has become a norm. A lot of film criticism sound or read like personal opinion pieces of a cinema enthusiast instead of a thorough, well-referenced dissection of...
Okay, I know this English is very hard to understand, but I think every one of you watch movies, right? How will you choose a movie? Which movie to watch? How will you choose, Gabriel? Yes, you will have a look on the review from others, right? Maybe you will also ask your friends about, is this movie good or not? So this kind of critique is very important for creative products today. I think not only for film, by the way, if you see there are lots of bad comments on that film, will you still go there? Maybe, okay, I want to see how bad it is sometimes. But of course, normally, okay, all of us will try to have the film with good comments. Not only films today, I think restaurants and also performance, okay, shows, concert, You also based on other critiques and comments. So critiques today also really act as an important role for creative products. So, and then how can we operate or how can we manage the opportunity and also create our own business? What kind of action we need to do? It goes to value chain again. Okay, first you need to have creation activities, including embark national or regional tradition. That means every creation based on the traditions, and then engage in research and development for the concept. Okay, you need to do some research for your ideas and also development on your ideas. Number 3, recombination for foreign elements. Sometimes you are doing fusion, combining different ideas together for recombination, combining 2 different things together. Or sometimes transposition and translation, 翻译, okay, 翻译. For example, you buy the copyright 版权 of Harry Potter and translate into different language. This can be in other products. And then you need to find some support and also adoption, maybe some funding from the government. And then rhetorical strategies and persuade the investor partner. That means you need to pursue 說服 some founder or some partner, okay, investor, partner, and critics in the business. So this is the stage that you create your idea. First, we need to have embark with an idea and then do some research and development on your idea and concept. Number 3, recombination. Maybe you can combine others. For example, we combine hamburger with rice together. Okay, then it is like recombination and create a new product and concept. Number 2, production activity. Again, after we have a good idea, then we need to make the idea into real. So we need to create a success formula. Okay, how can you make the product systematically, and then create routines, standardization, and also codification of your products. How can make your products in a systematic way? So for example, you can see in a factory, different people has different role. This is about routine. Okay, 规律. For example, staff A responsible for step A, staff B responsible for step B, etc. So this is about routine. And then standardization, 统一. You can standardize their products in a very in a different way. Knowledge transfer, teaching others. Okay, because you know how to make the products, but your staff don't. So you need to do the knowledge transfer from you to the staff. And lastly, try to transferring them into appealing and professionally useful way. So this is a process of how a production done in a new business. Okay. Last one, distribution. Distribution is easier to understand because it is relates to communication and also the flow. Okay, how can you distribute and communicate with your products? For example, you need to spread your ideas and practices and enhance the recognition and influence. Let everybody knows your products. Okay, spread 傳開傳開傳出去. Okay, spread ideas and practices, enhance your recognition 知名度 and influence 影響力. So this is very important for the start of distribution. However, your work may be a ephemeral nature, 短期嘅. Okay, you do very good promotion this month. Maybe in December you need to do a promotion again. And it also shows the relationships by critics and creator. Again, critics, very important. Lastly, participation in international forums. Sometimes you have fulfilled your market in your nation, in your country. So you need a international forums. Okay, you need to participate in some international activity and broaden your markets. Okay. And then so far so good. I keep speaking. So far, so good. Any question? Okay. So good. Yes. Mhm. No. I mean, if you are if you are working in a company, then you will have your own boss. Your own boss will control. You can imagine now. Just now I have mentioned, if you are the staff, you are working here. Okay, the boss tell you what to do. But if you operate your own business, the role will twist it. You are the boss telling them what to do. Okay, so what is the difference here is the power. You do not have any power as a staff, but you can have better power or more power as a boss. Okay, so this is the difference. Yes, because again, I use this as an example. If you are the staff, you may be responsible for only one step, which is production here. Okay, but remember, value chain, we have at least three steps. If you are the boss, then you need to manage the staff in these three sections. You are not only working in the same action, the same task every day anymore, but you are facing a lot of opportunity and threats in the three steps. Okay. So that's why your program is called Cultural and Heritage Management. So you need to know what is management here. Why you need to know management? Because one day when you become the boss, you will need to take over all aspects in a company. So value creation. How can we earn money then? Now we know how to operate a very good company, what kind of skills we need for becoming a boss. So the last stage is value creation. How can we earn money? You may imagine when we are operating a company, then we only earn money by selling the products, right? But actually not. You know these two guys? I think the local, Jason, Daniel, okay. Fei Ma and Deng Ye. They are the TV stars, okay? We can call it actor or singer, okay? They're the TV star. If you are the manager, you may only think that how can we earn money from these two people? Maybe by advertisement, 广告商, whatever. Okay. So, however, these two artists or actor, we can call it, they have different types of talent that you can earn money from that. Apart from actor, they are also a chef, okay, professional in cooking. So how the manager earn money from them? The management help them to do book publishing, publish the recipe, books, etc. And then participation in production of TV shows. Okay, they are not singer anymore, but at the same time they are the host 主持 of TV shows. And then restaurant sale. The artists establish their own restaurant afterwards. Okay. And then products endorsement 代言人, 代言人. And creation of culinary products. They are selling the turnip cake, 萝卜糕, 萝卜糕 during Chinese New Year. So remember, how can we earn money? We are trying to think creatively. Remember, this course is called Culture and Creative Industry. So the ways for you to earn money from the staff or from the products, there are lots of methods. Remember to think creatively. Another channel 3 are franchising 版权, licensing, consulting, 顾问, and management fee, etc. So there are lots of different ways for us to earn money. But how can we earn money? Is that our selling price deducts our cost. 售價減去成本. 售價減去成本. That's what we earn, right? So another way, of course, we need to find different ways to earn money, but at the same time, we need to lower the cost. 減低成本. What kind of cost we may have when we are operating a creative business? For example, Material, of course, the material you need. And then staff to customers ratio, how many staff you need. And then quality standards, just so equipment, okay, these are the examples of your course. You need a lot of things for operating a business. So for entrepreneurial capabilities, that's mean how can you decrease your cost? For example, you need to explore and also exploit the opportunities through the integration of diverse inputs and actors. You may combine different roles together and try to find out where there is any subsidy, where any sponsors to your product. At the same time, you affect the business models through their role in sensing, selecting, shaping opportunity. What kind of elements, what kind of material you choose, what kind of equipment you choose. Okay, the selection on the course, the selection is also affecting your course. Okay, and last one, this is the most important of today. Types of business model. In the future, when you are organizing your business, then we have two models for your company. The first one is workshop. We can call studio. Okay, 工作室, 工作室. At the beginning, not all of you can establish a big company. So I think especially in 21st century, a lot of people establish workshop first at the beginning. The workshop can help you to do the expression, innovation, and learning from the process. The aims, okay, the priority is given to research and development rather than the growth and expansion. So a lot of artists, they use workshop or studio to create new products, to search for, to have ideas, to searching for ideas for the new products. So the main aims of workshop business is trying to develop and do research on their products. Okay, for example, they may do testing of which kind of dessert is the best, testing of recipe, testing of the design of the cloth, etc. So for workshop business, they can have very novel ideas and approach, new ideas and approach. Testing, okay, keep testing the new idea and approaches. At the same time, the method is that they have a lot of freedom to create, right? If they're working in the workshop, then if they find that this dessert is not good, throw it away, make it again. They have a lot of opportunity and chances to make it. So they have freedom to create. They rarely reach significant size, usually operate in small core team. The team is very small, normally less than 5%. At the same time, the size is very, they seldom have a significant size. Small company, a few staffs normally for workshop business. And then what is the targets? The primary audience is the professionals. Okay, they are targeting professional audience and also the customers. At the same time, they want to get social gain. They want to make the society know about the company. Okay, at the beginning. So normally, the target is like some new startup company, new startup workshop. And then, yes, they are unique and also exclusivity. 獨特嘅, 獨特的. So they have their own characteristic, they have their own products. So I think workshop business, they are like an experimental business, 實驗性嘅, 實驗性質的. It is very popular in lots of newly startup company. 新成立嘅公司, 新成立的公司, they like to use the workshop and also studio methods. And then another one, enterprise business. So different to workshop and also studio, enterprise process, they are likely to growth and also profitability. 賺錢㗎啦，真係要賺錢的。Okay, they are not testing anymore. They have the confidence, they have the possibility to be success. So the purpose of enterprise business, 企業 is to earn money. The main reason is to earn money, not testing anymore. Okay, and then sometimes they may have internationalization and also diversification. 國際化、多元化、國際化. 多样化 and across different customer segments. They are not targeting to one group of customers anymore, but targeting to a lot of customer segments. So they want to attract followers and shape consumers' behavior. Normally, they will have a marketing scheme. Okay, they are trying to attract followers and change their behavior, like we have mentioned at the beginning. So they want to change the customer's behavior, and then the characteristics are create unique personality, expansion, and standardization. Create unique personality. That means they want to create their own role in the business. 独特性, 独特性. Expansion. Try to expand their business as soon as possible. Okay, open another store, 开分店, 开分店, etc. Expansion of the company and also the scale, 规模 of their company. Next, standardizing. Standardizing of each step, like we have mentioned just now in the factory. Standardizing, modify each of the staff's actions. Okay. So maybe we can spend some time to do a not exercise but discussion. Wondering, okay, you are organizing a cosmetic business 化妆品 in CCI. So divided activities in the entrepreneurship, each type containing 3 activities. You don't need to do this exercise. What are the possible revenue channels? And which business is more, you just answered this last question. Which business is more suitable for this sector? Again, you are organizing a cosmetic business, 化妆品, selling cosmetic. Yeah. Then which business, okay, workshop or enterprise is more suitable for you? Okay. So, and tell me the reasons. Okay. So maybe I give you maybe around 10 minutes, okay, for you to discuss with your classmate, and then tell me about your opinions. Which business model is more suitable for this business? Okay. So 10 minutes, you can move your chairs and discuss with your classmate. Workshop or enterprise? By the way, after class today, Gabriel, Andrea, and Esther, your group, please stay behind, and I will give you some comments on your work. Okay, so anyone want to share your answer for a cosmetic business? Which type of business you suggest to conduct? Workshop or enterprise? Shelley, why? Yes. Okay, good. This is a good idea because if you are selling a product of cosmetic products, then you may need to make a lot of profit. Okay, that's good. Any opposite opinion? But Priscilla, you also want to share? You also agree, right? Why? Sorry? Why? Oh yes, because the goodwill, 信誉, 信誉 is also very important, especially you're putting something on your face, and if enterprise, it can build up some goodwills and also make your company trustable. Very good. So any other opinion? Anyone think it should be in workshop? Esther, why? Mm-hmm. Sorry, audience, yes. I can't hear you only. Oh, okay. You want to train your audience to be professional? Oh, yeah, most of them are professional cosmetic buyer, right? Okay, very good. So I can give you some opinions from my past experience. First, most of the news, a lot of workshop in Hong Kong relates to cosmetic products today. For example, perfume, 香水, 香水. What they are selling is not the cosmetic itself, but the surface. For example, they will organize perfume workshop. You can make your own taste perfume. So for this kind of new and also new surface, at the same time, you are testing, right? Testing which taste is the most popular. Then in this case, they are organizing like a workshop. But oppositely, just like Shelley and also Priscilla mentioned, a lot of cosmetic products, they need to build up their goodwill, 声誉, 信誉. So they need to be an enterprise, at the same time put their products into international level for bringing more profit. Okay, so this is also different ideas of products. Remember, products is not only about a goods, but at the same time, it can also be surface. Okay, so any questions for today? If no, a reminder for you, next Monday, we will talk about creative marketing. And then next Thursday, we will have a guest lecture by my friend Alex. He is going to tell you how to do a live stream and also how to be a boss in F&B business. Okay, so see you all next Monday. Okay, see you. First, I want to know, Gabriel, your group first. Shelley. 广东话定国语？只有你听不懂而已啊！可以挡住 Shelley 的。就是其实你们第一 part 是没有问题的，基本上不用改了。OK， 然后第二部分呢，其实这些图你应该是你用一句先介绍，然后再看 figure one, pick two, pick one, pick two。比如说它 located at which province in Taiwan or which city in Taiwan refer to pick one. Okay, and then in that which district it belongs to, 中正区 whatever. Okay， 一段小片，一小段。对对对对，然后这边呢，你可以这些图基本上是没有问题的，你可以 describe 它的粉丝的体，这个其实不用 describe， 但是呢，这个部分你要说清楚，绿色是什么，你没有写。而因为那个小片，它这个小片就是你把鼠标移到它这个光标上，它这就会亮起来。但是你不能，其实但是我觉得把这个标全都放上去的话，这个显得太乱太多了。这个我再想想怎么解决一下。我觉得我可以说一个区一个区，你可以说粉红色是什么意思？先解释粉红色、绿色、橙色、蓝色什么意思。对，但我觉得你放上去其实也不会乱，你只是写 E1A 是什么，那你就可以了。你把那个。只写前面那个就可以，因为我知道你写字的话呢会很多，但是你写代号的话应该还是可以。对，然后解释颜色是什么了。老师，我觉得我们这个第三部分就也是就这个表格那样。然后你基本上就只是写了它的名字是什么嘛，然后它详细的内容还没有写，就是你可以参考一版那个，就是把它的表格资料都列出来。好啊，基本上没有什么太大的问题，稍微改一下就可以了。你看看要不要改，再给我看。如果要给我看的话呢，你就要在second drop 之前。好，我记得我改 second drop 的时间。唔該晒，多謝你。不要硬講廣東話。多謝你。有時候還是會尷尬。對second drop 是這個時候嘛。如果你要我幫你再看一次的話，你就在這天之前再 submit， 因為這個 deadline 一到的時候，我就不會再看了。drop one。所以你要改的话再发给我。你下次发 Word 的给我会比较好。 我知道 PDF 那个格式会变，对对，但是 Word 的话，我可以直接把 comment 写在那边。OK，你可以两个都 upload 都没问题。OK， 好。Next group，Esther。
没来啊？
国语吗？还是广东话？国语 OK。timeline 的部分呢，其实你现在这样写也没有问题，只是说我觉得有一些部分可以衍生多一点，比如说画下句点，然后2003年之后，它肯定有一些事情发生，OK，所以你就稍微再多写一点，对，然后呢，scale and location。map 的部分就是要像 Gabriel 他们那样，你要从台湾那个，或者是 even 你可以从中国收到台湾的哪一个区，这样子也可以。但是你看看你要怎么样把它收窄下来。这个呢，你要不要把它换一个格式？
可以。
资料是没有问题的 ，OK，很 detail， 但是现在看有点乱。然后中文的话呢，你可以比如说。先写在这边，然后呢，用reference， 比如说加一个 footnote 在这边，然后你就写 Chinese official Chinese translation， 然后把它写在这边，这样就不会好像太多文字在那边 ，OK， 然后这部分是没有问题，可是表格那个是不是没有做好？现在
因为那个
太赶了吗？
好多呀，
但是你知道要写什么就可以了。
对，我知
OK，
道，
你这个 industry 应该是放在这边吧
对。
？OK， 然后基本上没有什么太大的。
他如果没有很细写，是几几年的，放在那里不是
你说这个 time 吗？
对。
如果找不到你就写 NA 就可以了。但是你要确定找不到，如果让我找得到，但是你没有写的话呢，就会扣分。OK。你们是负责嘉义吗？嘉义那个我去过，所以小心一点。但是你们组比较大的问题是格式的问题，所以回去是内容没有什么太大的。OK， 你看看要不要改，再给我看。如果要给我看的话呢，在draft 2之前你就要发给我。但是你们组不看也没有问题，我觉得。但是你们看你们需不需要？需要的话，在 drop 2之前发给我，因为在 drop 2之后呢，我就不会再看 drop 1了，就直接 final product 的时候再看。OK， 好。Andrea，
那 midterm 是什么？
没有 midterm 吗？
没有 midterm，
没有 midterm 吗？
没有 midterm
没有啊。
啊？这门课没有
没有啊。
啊？
谁跟你讲 midterm？
啊？
那么多东西要做，你还要
哦，非常好，没有。
OK， 你们这组问题比较大。这个是这个格式是没有问题，但是内容你们是自己写的吧？你们是自己 establish volume for workshop， 这是你们自己写出来的吧？我有特地去看过你们那个网站，其实那个网站呢他们用段落写出来，你直接把那个段落 copy and paste 就可以了。OK。哦，这个你写是没有问题，但是你写的太简单了。OK， 比如说 external volume port workshop，what is the port workshop？port workshop 它的意义是什么？它以前是用来做什么的？这个你可以回去网站上面把它比如说1944年之后发生什么事，到现在它哪一年变成 creative parks 的，这些很重要的日子你就把它写上去。OK， 因为这个部分是 history and development 嘛。History 是它荒废之前他在做什么？这个是 history， 是不是太高？然后 development 就是它变成 part 之后，现代我们叫 development。OK， 所以这个你就要回去是你负责的吧 ？OK， 回去改一下。地图你觉得我看得清楚吗？谁做的？不敢承认。OK， 截图可以截清楚一点吧，人家也是截图啊。比如说 Gabriel 他们那组也是截图，为什么你截图那个像素那么低呢？然后你也是从台湾哪一个区哪一个县收窄到哪一个区，然后再变成它内部的地图，至少要3层。OK， 然后 如果你可以我比较着重内部的这个部分，它分成哪几个区，有哪几栋 building， 那 building 叫什么名字，或者是它分布是什么，我比较着重它内部的一个 description。然后后面1913这个就是你们组啊，就是 year of name 没有，我还有发现你们这些 markets 他们的有一些是它的活动，或者是如果它是 exhibition hall night， 代表它一定会有1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8。OK， 你要把全部都 list 出来。Year of establishment 就是它变成这个功能的那一年。OK， 看 Gabriel 那一组。2003、2014不 ，sorry， 应该是 Asta。比如说，它变成这个功能的时间是几年？2013、2009。如果找不到就写 NA。OK， 然后呢，products 的话呢，它基本上那个 business 它应该会有自己的介绍。找不到啊，你再去 search。OK， 你把那个或者是你找一个他们有哪一些表演。OK， 就是说这太细了。bookmarks postcard 基本上我不是想要这个答案，而且你这个答案你也写不出来，太多了，因为他卖的东西肯定哪一些种类，比如说 handicraft， 然后他们会写，比如说有一些是 visual and art and industry。这个是industry 的部分，就跟你写在这边。然后它 product 呢，你可以写是 handmade 的什么什么。OK， 一个种类就可以，你有写 handmade， 但是如果你要把全部 product 都写下来的话呢，你要确定你写的对，就该 cover 的都 cover 到再写。OK， 因为就是我有去 search 过你们这个我没有去过，但是我将会去。你们是在这个网站吧？比如说，你在这个的时候就可以看到很多年份，你就把年份后面的截出来，这个就是。然后呢，地图在这边也是找得到，基本上都有了。只是我这个 project 就是你要把所有资料整理好给我 ，OK？ 比如说因为你写 exhibition hall number 9， 它肯定会有其他的东西 ，OK？ 然后。就是这个，它这边肯定每个 building 都有，你就要把它那个表格把它写出来，整理好 ，OK？ 然后它的business， 它可能会在这活动里面写出来，因为我有看过它的没有一单一个的这样介绍 ，OK？ 这边也有 history， 你们自己回去看 ，OK？ 然后呢，它有一些活动呢，它可能会写，它在哪一个18栋，或者是你可以简单写说，直到我们比如说3月10号为止，它在那个不同 building 举办的什么活动，你可以写在这个 product 上面。OK， 它 surface 它也是 performance， 它也是一个 product。OK， 你可以写它比如说update to 3月9号 ，OK， 它在举办什么活动，这个也是它的 product。OK， 然后把它的 poster 或者是如果它有照片的话，不止可以放1张啊，可以放2张、3张这样也没关系。我主要这个是。我要你们真的用一点力去把你们找得到的资料整理好。OK， 如果我要考你们一些很难的分析的话，我就像去年一样叫你们去 interview 了。但是这个就很简单，用点力去找你找得到的资料，然后把它整理好再送。基本上没有什么太难的步骤，可能就需要花点时间去找，把它放好。妥妥的一个表格，清晰放好的，这样就可以。OK， 所以你看我到 drop one 为止，我没有要你们去想什么东西，基本上你们都是去找资料，然后放到一个好的format里面就可以了。OK， 所以我觉得你们这一组，我希望你们可以再给我看一次， 其他组的，比如说 Gabriel 那组，我不要求他们给我再看，如果他们想当然可以，但是我想你们再给我看，你们看看能不能在 Drop 2之前给我再看一次。OK， 有什么给我看？比如说Esther 他们也不是全部都做好啊，他们后面也没有做好，但是我要知道他们的方向对不对？比如说你可以 set 一个表格，先填2项给我，然后我知道你们方向对不对？然后 timeline 也是，你可以先列个年份，然后把简单的先写出来，地图也是，你把那几个地图给我，你们再写 description 之后，有什么的先给我看，因为drop 2之后呢，我就不会再看 drop 1了。OK， 就直接到presentation， 所以就是你们看看这2个礼拜有没有2个礼拜，1个礼拜2个礼拜左右，能不能给我再看一次，确保你们的方向是对的，然后不会太差。OK， 好，因为这个不算分嘛，所以你做多烂我也没有关系，但是你们要改，再帮着 project 改好。OK， 好，你们要给我看的话，就再发给我。好。有什么问题吗？没有了吗 ？OK， 去吃饭。